Advantageous? No. Yeah, so what ideas did he take? He went for plutocratic first, and then economic, and he's nearly finished them both off. That's pretty good of him, actually. So he's...
Economics always a solid pick.
Oh, yeah. And what is that? He gets... Oh, that's why he took it. The yearly Republican Tradition .2 policy between plutocratic and economic. Which is going to be very nice. He's going to be on...
This is why you go
point.
Dutch government.
Why Dutch?
Because you don't have to worry about Republican tradition. Because whenever you get an election, you just pick between two decent rulers.
Yeah, but the thing with the republics is you can then re-elect constantly.
But you're always getting someone who's pretty good anyway. Like, I was consistently getting above average rulers.
Yeah, fair enough then. I mean, it is expensive.
But I would argue that's better than... Because Republican tradition you have to keep at a certain level, otherwise you're going to lose the advantages anyway. So...
Yeah.
I would also like to point out how Iceland can see... I think it's 4, 5 random provinces in the New World.
Yeah, a few Carthasian Order can see them as well.
I could too.
So can Francia.
When I was...
That's interesting. Nobody's gone for American tech, well, not high American, but any of the New World tech, have they?
I don't think so. Otherwise you'd see more than just those.
It, wouldn't you? Yeah. Alright, let's have a look at Frankie. What idea groups has he gone for? Quantity and economic. So, minus 10 dev cost and plus 10 force limit. And yes, he is running that policy. In fact, he's got a solid military, up to 73 force limit if he wants to push it.
I mean, he's basically France, isn't he? So.
Yeah, he will be at some point. He's half France at the minute. He's France light.
Once he gets that southern one killed, which shouldn't even be that difficult, they're only allied with Sardinia and Hochland.
Hochland is going to be the issue when it's with it being a player.
Yeah, but Iceland's going to chip in on that, because Iceland wants Hochland dead for more trade power in the channel.
Yes. Yep. And then it's just a question of what Germania does about that.
And the primary belligerent is going to be the AI in that case, so you can properly fuck with it as well.
In fact, Germania's got quite a bit of a treasury there. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, he has just been sat there making money all this time and expanding slowly.
He needs to push it further. He needs to embrace the aggressive expansion.
What's his idea? What did he take? He took quality and economic. Yeah, so he's going in fully for that infantry combat ability. Oh, no, that's innovative. It's economic and quality is discipline.
This.
Yes. So, and he's orthodox, so he could, if he changes his advisor, have 115%.
Yeah, and he's got it in his ideas as well.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, you'd have 120% then.
But no, I like the 10% aggressive expansion choice.
Yeah,
with
does make sense.
To be honest, you probably should have taken that as the tradition as well. Because it's only going to get stronger the more you have of it.
Actually, it's going to get weaker because at a certain point, aggressive expansion doesn't matter in a multiplayer. I would argue your aggressive expansion is only going to be really worth it in the first 100 years.
That's why I was saying taking the traditions, but I didn't say it gets better longer, it's the more you have, the better it gets.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a minus modifier, as opposed to a plus.
The only thing is, what is he gonna, if he exchanges that for his tax modifier or his advisor cost? I would actually argue it's probably more beneficial than the advisor cost, because the advisor costs I find aren't that good.
I would say the tax, to be honest, is because he was always going to have Lubeck, so that's losable. And if you take an extra 10% AE reduction, you could probably take an extra province per war at this rate.
Actually,
you're in the HRE, so.
Yeah, and that tax is only 10% on. Yeah, Yeah, that's definitely probably worth it more. But still, he's still making bank. He's still doing quite well.
Yeah. Although, does the impact modifier apply after everything's been summed up, or does it apply as a normal modifier in that? Because if it does, in that case, it's entirely useless.
Which one?
So when it's working out the aggressive expansion, it takes into account things about the province. So it goes, it's 50% extra for being in the HRE.
Right, and then you're
Would
asking
it
if it does
take
the
10% off the
after.
50%? Yeah, because that would be quite important. Because if it takes it off after, it's
I'm not 100%
big. But if it
how
takes
it
it
does them
off
after.
during,
I think it does do it after, but I'm not 100%.
that would make sense. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'll be another one of those useless modifiers like mercenary cost.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it does it after. Which is why it's hard cap. It's capped to 80, I think. I think that's the highest you can get is 80.
That would make sense, because anything below that's a bit dumb.
Yeah. I should really start playing EU4 more with me commentating, because I just keep forgetting the mechanics. Right. Cooland. With them awesome ideas. Not doing too well on his idea groups. Now, he did go for minus 5% aggressive expansion. See, it's one of those where I look at a modifier and it says minus 5 or plus 5%, and I'm like, is it even worth it?
He's only Catholic, so no, that's definitely not worth it.
It's going to be expanded into pretty much Orthodox land now. Really.
Exactly,
Unless he goes into the HRE. Which I doubt he's going to try. Nah. With that Emperor. Who's at war
that Emperor
with...
has just been trashed.
Yeah. That Emperor has been trashed.
Because Andor has taken, I think, 3 provinces? No, just the 2.
And now the Pharaohs have gone in. Oof. Ouch.
No, he has taken 3, yeah. I think he's taken Ferrera and Matuna. Because Veneza is now his vassal.
Oh. Smart move.
He's making 14.
And he's already integrating.
Makes sense.
So yeah, Pharaohs are gonna... Wonder how much of Italy they're actually gonna take. How much could he take? Is he gonna go for Rome? Yeah, that's 44 aggressive expansion, but if he just goes for everything, Rome, Umbria, Ancona, and everything south. No, that's too much aggressive expansion. He just gets rid of Rome.
I mean, if he takes everything other than Rome, so everything up to Rome, it's not that bad.
Yeah, apart from Ancona. If he could take Umbria. Or if he wants to, and he wants to go for Sardinia, Corsica. No. Maybe just that. Abruzzi and everything south. Take a load of cash.
I don't know. Or you could just take Rome.
Or he could just take Rome, yeah. We'll have to see what he does. Definitely going to come right up against Andor. I don't think anyone else is actually interested in Italy at the minute.
He could maybe argue for Siena, Umbria, and Ancona. Because that would block... No, it wouldn't, because he's got down.
I mean, if he goes... No, he can't do that.
I was thinking you might be able to block off Andor from Italy, but no.
I mean, he could surround Rome. No, it's still a lot of aggressive expansion.
Oh, he's made a mistake here, I reckon. If you look at the provinces in Italy, all those southern ones are called by Lucania.
Ooh.
That was a very good vassal feed opportunity there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would have been a great one.
Because they're HRE provinces, I think, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so
Yeah. That is a big mistake. That would have been great.
You could take, like, damn near half of Italy with that.
In fact, there's a bloody core in Rome for Roma. I don't even think I've seen a Roma in this game.
Yeah, the AI just went ham. Like, that AI has nearly formed Italy by itself.
Yeah, that was quite an impressive AI. Mind you, I don't think it even spawned with the Emperorship. I think it took the Emperorship and then just went ham.
Yeah, it did.
Damn. And also, Soviet Empire has taken Slovakia. It looks like he's trying to just, save the Bulgarians from anyone who could be a threat to him by just surrounding him.
Exactly. It's fair. He's being the nice guy.
What, Roma spawned? Wait, Roma actually spawned? Oh, okay. See, it had to have done with there being a core. I just didn't know if this is like a special core for it. Okay, yeah. Apparently Roma did definitely spawn. Ooh, Soviet Empire's eaten up Transylvania. Transylvania Soviet Punitive War. Oh, there's a punitive war against the Soviet Empire. Oof.
He'll weather that one.
Easy enough to handle. Now, Novi's made a claim he's surrounded a load of land that he wants. And he also went plutocratic first. And then went quality. I just gotta, though, take a look at this province up north. This diamond district up in West Siberia. Nearby merchant republics gives this an extra 1.9% goods produced on top of the 5 ducat gem. Diamond district, 0.5 goods produced and 50% trade value modifier. That is just glorious.
It literally it literally puts 1.5 ducats a month into that node. It accounts for nearly half of all trade in the entirety of Siberia. Local.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, Novi's really going for it. He's going through northern Siberia to try and get to that Pacific coastline. And wait, is Jack? Jack is a one-province minor.
Yes.
He's still alive, and he is a March of Novi. Novovi. I need to keep remembering to say it's Novovi.
Oh, that's
fantastic. What the No CB war was. But the thing is, if Blep really wants to, he could declare war on the banners. And as long as he's got that capital occupied for 5 years, I'm sure he'll be able to take it, won't he? It works that way, doesn't it? Even though if he's a subject.
I don't know.
Now, let's... Sassanids. After that glorious victory against Arcadia, however you want to say it. Plutocratic and economic ideas. Everyone's going for that plutocratic and economic combo. Or some form of economic or plutocratic.
Novi is at serious risk of getting coalitioned here.
It's only a few. It's only a few AI.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that many forts, does he? Oh no, he has a few, but he could get quite violently carpet sieged.
Let's not forget Republic of Pontus. What's he got? Quantity and religious. Interesting choice for the religious. Guessing he's trying to try and convert all of that sunny land. Mind you, it makes sense for him to invade Arcadia, and then he can grab all that Orthodox land as well.
There are more Gems provinces in Siberia. There's one very near the one you pointed out, and there's a couple more. There's actually an absolute ton of them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the gold mines as well. If he knows what he's doing, he's going right into Orc stuck.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 between the Ural Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, and then the potential for 1, 2, 3 more to spawn. And there's one in the Himalayas, one down in South China.
Those 4 more aren't going to spawn though. Like who the hell is getting exploration or expansion just to colonize 12 dev? Sorry, yeah, 12 dev. Nobody in the right mind is going to do.
The AI might.
Oh, Germania has done exactly what I was hoping and has embraced the aggressive expansion. And has annexed the entirety of Denmark.
Yeah, he's embracing that coalition as well. Although, has he got a... Oh, okay, Germania has gone to war to keep out one of them from a coalition, from joining it, but everyone else has joined it.
That coalition will not declare. Look at the alliance block he's got.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna go down. Yeah, and then even without the alliance block. How's doing? Oh, they've got a nice bit of money. Plutocratic economic. Really, plutocratic. Why is everyone going plutocratic economic? I think it's purely for the policy of point 2 Republican tradition. I mean, plutocratic is good anyway, and economic's good anyway, but as your opener, I'm pretty sure it's just for that extra Republican tradition.
Yeah, that would make sense, because that's the thing that's going to tick up most over the game. Like, the value you get out of that early rather than late.
Yeah.
Or I suppose you've also got your 2.5 Merc Discipline and you got 10 Morale, so it's...
Oh yeah, like, plutocratic is great anyway, especially that 10% goods produced. And the manpower recovery speed of 20%.
You've pretty much got the positive of defensive or whatever about as early on. Okay, it's a little bit weaker, but then you got the extra Merc Discipline as well. And then you got a bunch of other really useful things for...
-2 national unrest, extra merchant. Yeah, plutocratic's one of my favourite idea groups.
Like, nothing in there is like...
Caravan power is meh. Is bad in my opinion. I really, really, really don't rate caravan power.
Well, it's non-useful, but...
I think that's the only idea, though, in that entire group that I just don't rate at all.
Yeah, so, whereas like most of the other ones will have at least 1 or 2 that are pretty pointless, if not way more.
Yeah. Let's have a look at Bactria. Economic defensive. So that gives him the unrest policy. Yeah, that's not too bad. Has he got any claims? Whereabouts is he expanding? Oh, he's actually expanding into Lahore right now. Now, how is the Indian phalanx going to feel about that?
Probably a bit hemmed in, because Bangladesh as well is going ham.
Oh, yeah, Bangladesh is really eating up that Bengal trade node.
Yet he's still making bugger all from the bastard. Like, 9.5 ducats is good, but...
Yeah, a lot of it's getting taken out, and because not much is coming from Malacca, then, yeah, it's not really earning that much.
Oh yeah, Cuba's got that on lockdown. 20 ducats a month from that bad boy. And he's not even got his 15% trade efficiency idea yet either.
No. Ooh, that is gonna be nice.
And he's got Hindu estates, so he doesn't even get the 20 trade efficiency from the burgers.
Oh yeah, what do they give? Oh, it's production efficiency, which, really is meh.
Yeah. I mean, that might be nice if he gets the Spice Islands, because they're pretty good provinces to have, right? And production efficiency on something that's producing that much of that useful good.
Yeah, it's
all right.
still. Yeah, production efficiency. Yeah. Has its uses at times, but between the tax, trade, and production, that's definitely the least worthwhile. Yes. So Constantinople hasn't really expanded much at all. I don't think he's actually expanded at all, ever. Let me just check.
Is he?
Where's...
I mean, he's lost 2 core provinces.
Oh, so he has. Okay, yeah, he might have expanded a little bit then. And then he's lost it, but interesting. I wonder what his play is here. I mean, he's not doing quite poor on idea groups as well.
Yeah, only 1 province that he owns is a core of someone else, so he's taken a total of 3 provinces and then lost 2 of them.
Ouch. And just nothing with his ideas.
Play a war, play a war, play a war. Who's in this one? We have, I think it's Novi versus the Soviet Empire.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, cool under Novi versus
Soviet
Soviet Empire.
Empire has getting
Ooh.
all sides. And do you want to know the worst bit about this? This is a replacement player.
Oh,
The Soviet
no.
Empire couldn't make it. And do you want to know who the Soviet Empire player is?
It's Ed. It's
Yeah.
the guy who had replacement issues
Yes.
last season 3 times over. Yeah,
Last
I know.
season's Savoy.
Savoy, yeah.
Yeah. Who, for anybody who didn't see last season, he got a replacement player who went bankrupt 3 times in a session, was it?
Yeah, lost 3 or 4 vassals, which I think it was like you had Gascony, Leon, Catalonia, and then a bunch of France. Like you're talking a very big amount of land, and it just like exploded.
Yep. He just isn't getting the best of luck. Whenever he's not here, his nation dies.
Yeah, he's dead. There is no beating this. He's up against over 150,000 troops.
All of
Total.
his allies disallowed the call to arms as well.
Oh yes, go on, Sergi, call him out. To be fair, Sassanids is next on the death list, right?
I mean, you'd think so. Bactria's got a victory card on him.
Oh, has he?
And
oh
I'm sure
dear.
Novi would go down and try and grab land.
Yeah, Novi wants to kill Sassanid's victory card for obvious reasons. And it's also just nice land to have as a buffer zone.
We keep saying Novi and it's Nov-Ovi. I will
don't
eventually get that into my head to say that.
I don't care if you're gonna spell a shit name. Sorry, spell a name badly, or in a way that I can't pronounce it as an Englishman. I'm not gonna pronounce it right.
Yes, us Englishmen, terrible at pronunciations.
So you went Ambrosian Republic, interesting.
Who?
Novi.
Yes.
He could have almost gone Russian Principality and then made use of Cossacks.
He didn't do that because he believed Eastern Tech was not worth going for the Russian Principality.
Oh, yeah,
He thought
Eastern Tech.
Western,
Right, okay.
He thought Western was better, which, in my opinion, I was like, yeah. Because I do think it's worth it a lot, because Western Tech is overrated, but... Oh well.
Well, the maths was done, wasn't it? Western is only going to be useful by the time the game is pretty much decided.
Yeah. Yeah. Western Tech is just not that good.
Ah, Jack has a lovely 32 corruption.
Ooh. Soviet
Ow.
Empire no more.
Ow. You don't take that. You don't accept that piece.
The thing is, the Bulgarian Dominion is attacking his former ally as well.
Yeah. Oh, someone else just declared on.
Arcadia declared war on him.
What a bro. What is it? Does he have one?
And it's a conquest war as well.
It's just one geezer. He literally has one.
This is winnable for the Soviet Empire.
So Arcadia actually has 2 modifiers giving morale. He's got 2 current events totaling 20% morale. That's fantastic.
And he will be out of bankruptcy right now. It's a shame he didn't get the these events when he really needed them in the war against the Sassanids.
Yeah. Like, that would have been huge. 20% morale. That's like being France.
You know, I'm just gonna message Ed. Because, right, no word of a lie, Facebook earlier, he put, basically he's going to have a sub, and I put, no worries, maybe your nation will actually perform better than, as a joke. And he put, certainly better than under previous subs. Can't really be worse. And my response was, it can always be worse. I think I jinxed him.
Oh, God. Oh, and he's taking a fight as well, and he might not even win this.
110% morale, 110% discipline, 4.2 morale, even better tactics, all for Pontus, and...
But the Soviets had 25% inf combat ability. 25%? What? How?
10% from quality, 15% from ideas.
15.
So...
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good, but just certainly isn't enough.
It's fine, he's got a royal marriage offer from Ryzen. That'll solve everything.
Yeah, I've just sent in ... Let's see. He's going to finish this dinner he's at, and he's going to look at his phone and be like, oh shit.
He's actually cursed. I feel very sorry for him.
He really is cursed. I mean, it's a bit like Sergiu. Sergiu just never gets a break in these MPs anymore. He's always dead within the first 5 sessions now.
What he needs is he needs to have a player with him who understands that they're not going to win, but they'll get second place if they ride with him through the whole way.
Maybe. He did well when he was a puppy to the Ottomans like 3 MPs ago. When he came in 3 sessions, after 3 sessions, and he played as Kazakh.
Oh, I've heard great things about this. Didn't he take on the entirety of India at once?
Yeah, he took on the entirety of India while Ottomans and Italy were fighting the Britain and Prussia. And then he fought Prussia and beat Prussia in a few battles as well, as Kazakh.
That's quite impressive.
And since then, he keeps dying before like the 5th session.
At least if he gets a replace, there's not even a point in getting a replacement country in this one, in my opinion, because if you're just going to be jumping into a nation that's got relatively trash ideas.
Yeah, that is the bad thing about custom nations. The respawn ability is just meh. Ooh, Egyptian Italy now encompasses Rome and Siena.
You took them. Actually, that's a shout, because that's all the stuff in Genoa.
Yeah, he's literally just taking Genoa land. I wonder if he has got a deal then with Pontus, so Pontus will take Venetian.
It would make sense. He's not ready to move his centre of trade. Sorry, his thing yet.
Okay, so Soviet Empire, instead of actually fighting for his land, is now going south to beat up Arcadia. For no reason whatsoever. This is either spite of the Soviet Empire or not very good strategic mindset.
I think he's just realised that he can't win.
He could try. I mean, he could have gone and beaten up the Bulgarians. He could have kept fighting fucking Pontus. But no.
I suppose this way he can get something out. Like, and he'd have to wait for the others to all separate piece out. If one of them separate pieced out, fair enough, he actually could have a chance. But until that, there we go. Now we should turn around and fight.
It's too late. He's fully committed down here. That it's just by the time he gets back up north, Bulgaria's going to be through that fort.
Then he should have pieced out for Pontus first.
Okay, looks
then
like
gone and done this, because he could go kick the snot out of Bulgaria now. He's got like 10,000.
Newt is dead. Yeah, it looks like Siam's just given up. He's had nations spat out of him.
Oh dear. Didn't even get to adopt an idea.
And do you know whose advice this guy was following?
It was Jack.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. That's why he's gone for that 20% artillery combat and 20% land fire damage to try and go with Jack's ideas and yep.
Because the idea was that Jack would go into northern China, Nunu would get the southern bit, and then between them, one would have the fantastic cavalry front row that's superior to infantry in every way, and the other would have the super cannons.
And they're both dead.
Yeah. I mean, they spawned a bit too far apart to be dependent on one another.
Yeah, well, in Jack's glorious opinion, he was going to have all of China by now. Or at least close to now. He was going to end up.
I mean, he very well could have. But just didn't account for everything properly.
Okay, Bulgaria's pieced out, and yeah, so Soviet Empire's pieced out with everybody apart from Arcadia.
No reason for him to piece out Bulgaria there. Literally none.
Probably not the best replacement in the world.
No.
Yeah, poor Arcadia cannot do fuck all. Actually, no, he can do fuck all. That's all he can do. Ooh, and Sassanid is... Ooh, he's eating a lot into Persia. If I was Bactria right now, I would be telling Sassanids to fuck off.
He wants his trade node.
Yeah, no, I would not be taking this if I was Bactria at all.
Yeah, it depends. If you're gonna have friends with him for life for it, it's actually probably a good shout, because if you look at the player map mode, Bactria's got free reign into quite a vast amount of territory. His only competition is going to be Russia, so if they work together for the moment,
Yeah, but that's going
beat up
into
Russia.
shit territory. That is really... Persia is a fantastic node. And if he eats all of Persia, also his victory card there. Because the only two really valuable locations for him are India and going into Persia and then Mesopotamia.
Maybe he's just consigned to go to India then.
Yeah, which... You're taking on 4 players.
At worst, 2 at once. Maybe 3.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because we go after Indian phalanx and say, yo, Bangladesh, do you want in on this? Because Bangladesh is big enough by itself that it should be a threat to them.
Yeah. Although Bangladesh is in debt.
Actually, no.
Money.
It's Bangladesh is no longer significant because it's only 200 dev more than the phalanx, which, for the idea set, he's gone.
Yeah, and Indian phalanx has nearly completed both of his idea groups. Bangladesh, halfway through one of them, just started the other one.
Although, to be fair, actually, Bangladesh gets 5 discipline and 15% fire damage by the end. But that's only at the end, though. He doesn't have it. This is tradition.
He does have 20% infantry combat ability, 25% cavalry combat ability to the 10% all round for the Indian phalanx. But Indian phalanx has 110% discipline to his 5%, and they've got similar morale. So, who the fuck was that? Who just flagged? Ah, stay comfy, Pontus.
Oh, it's the government form. I was wondering where that extra 10% inf was coming from. I was very confused for a
Wait, whose government?
Bangladesh.
Oh,
Sorry, one of his
power,
government reforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why did he get that one? I know you can get one which is to do with the Marathas in India, but sure is that the same? Is that the one I'm thinking of, where you can get 10% infantry combat ability? Because what I tried to do in one of my Hindustan games and in multiplayer is trying to get the maximum infantry combat ability you could in India, and just try and...
I don't actually know. Oh shit, Indian phalanx is Ottoman. Interesting.
Yes. Also, have you had a look through his ideas? The actual name, he's given them all descriptions and shit. Apparently they're Anatolian Indians. Because I believe that's his tech group.
Oh, that's really disgusting as well, considering he's gone with being a phalanx, which I would suggest is a typically Greek thing.
Yeah, he's just normal culture as well. There's no special culture about him.
He could have at least gone with it. He should go with the full map. Oh wow. Republic of Pontus' name is now encroaching on Bulgarian territory.
Phalanx isn't Ottoman government. Wait, no, he is Ottoman government. Why does it not say... Now a bait. What? Okay. Okay, that confused me then for a second. I was expecting it to have his Ottoman government form at the top, but it didn't.
Maybe it's because that's what the name for monarchy is in the culture group.
That would make sense, probably.
Also, there's an AI who's gone towards it,